Hello everybody, welcome back. You're watching Yesteryear today, and these are the horror movies, the best horror movies that we loved of 1946. I'm Tony. If you haven't already, click subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's get started and check out the horror movies that we loved of 1946. Starting off is The Brute Man, drama, horror, and thriller. A facially deformed and mentally unhinged man wreaks his revenge with a series of brutal murders on those who deformed him. The Brute Man. This is a great revenge film and horror film of 1946. Next up we have is She-Wolf of London, crime, horror, and mystery. A young heiress finds evidence suggesting that at night she acts under the influence of a family curse and has begun committing ghastly murders in a nearby park. She-Wolf of London. Check it out if you want to be scared. Terror by Night. Crime, drama, film noir, and horror. When the fabled star of Rhodesia Diamond is stolen on a London to Edinburgh train and the son of its owner is murdered, Sherlock Holmes must discover who the killer is before he is killed. Terror by Night. The Beast with Five Fingers. Not fingers, 5 fingers. Horror, music, and mystery. In a turn-of-the-century Renaissance Italian mansion, its tyrannical owner, a wheelchair-bound, one-handed pianist with a strong belief in the occult, is murdered. The Beast with Five Fingers. The Crimson Ghost. Action, adventure, crime, and horror. A criminal mastermind known as the Crimson Ghost is out to steal a device called the cyclotrode, which can short-circuit every electrical current on the planet. The Crimson Ghost. The Dark Mirror. Crime, drama, film noir, and horror. A man is found murdered, and witnesses are sure about the woman they saw leaving his apartment. However, it becomes apparent that the woman has a twin, and finding out which one was the killer needs to be solved. The Dark Mirror. The Cat Creeps. A black cat is suspected of being possessed by the spirit of an elderly murdered woman. The Cat Creeps. That should be good, huh? How the cat kills people? The Cat Creeps. Comedy, drama, mystery, and horror. You gotta check out The Cat Creeps. Next up we have is Dressed to Kill. Sherlock Holmes sets out to discover why a trio of murderous villains, including a dangerously attractive female, are desperate to obtain 3 unassuming and inexpensive little music boxes. Dressed to Kill. Crime, mystery, and horror. Check it out. Dressed to Kill. Bedlam. Drama, horror, and thriller. Nell Bowen, the protege of Lord Mortimer, wants to help change the conditions of notorious St. Mary's of Bethlehem Asylum. Though she tries to reform Bedlam, the cruel Master Sims starts killing people. Bedlam. Devil Bat's Daughter. Wishing to dispose of his wife's psychiatrist Dr. Elliot makes his patient Nina think that she suffers from a compulsion to kill. Devil Bat's Daughter. Check that out. Fight That Ghost. Comedy, horror, and musical. Pygmy and Shorty, who own Pygmy and Shorty's Bootery, are told by their landlord to either pay up or get out. Fight That Ghost is a comedy, horror, and musical. Check it out if you want to have some laughs and get scared. House of Horrors. Adventure, crime, and horror. An unsuccessful sculptor saves a madman named the Creeper from drowning. Seeing an opportunity for revenge, he tricks the psycho into murdering his critics. House of Horrors. This is a classic comedy and horror film. Strangler of the Swamp. Drama, fantasy, and horror. A number of swampland men have died by strangulation, So a lot of kill counts here, and the inhabitants believe that the innocent man they hanged is seeking revenge on all the male descendants of those responsible for the hanging. Strangler's Morgue. A young captain, after participating in a duel, becomes the suspect in a series of killings in Epping Forest. Strangler's Morgue. More movies about strangulation. Did you notice that? This is 1946. Not bad. Drama and horror. Next up we have is The Flying Serpent. The demented archaeologist Dr. Andrew Forbes discovers a living, breathing serpent creature known to the Aztecs as Quetzalcoatl, the killer bird god. Now they have to capture the bird god and kill it, the flying serpent. The Catman of Paris, fantasy, horror, and mystery. Are mysterious killings in Paris of 1896 the work of a man or monster? The Catman of Paris. So this is adventure, fantasy, horror, and mystery. So someone's killing people. Who did it? The Spider-Woman Strikes Back. Remember the Spider-Woman? Now the Spider-Woman Strikes Back. She wants her revenge. A young girl goes to work as a live-in caretaker for a spooky old woman. She doesn't know that every night the woman drains some blood from her to feed her strange plant. The Spider-Woman Strikes Back. That's pretty freaky, huh? The Face of Marble. Dr. Randolph is so obsessed with reanimating the dead in his isolated old dark house and the lab that he doesn't realize his wife is in love with his younger assistant. The Face of Marble. So this is pretty horror for its time. Valley of the Zombies. Action, drama, and horror. Dr. Maynard tells Dr. Terry Evans and his nurse Susan Drake about the theft of 10 pints of blood from his lab. Who stole the 10 pints of blood? Valley of the Zombies will not disappoint. Action, drama, and horror. Those were the horror movies of 1946. Those were the horror movies that we loved of 1946. If there were any horror movies that I left out, let me know. Leave them below. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback, leave them below. I'm Tony, you're watching Yesteryear today. If you haven't already, click subscribe, hit that notification bell, and thank you all, and I'll see you all in the next video.